Does your relationship include any of the following warning signs? Violence, threats, affairs, drama, threats of suicide if you leave, lying, manipulation, or fear? Do you find yourself seeking peace at your expense, avoiding conflict, lying to family and friends due to your relationship, extreme giving, rescuing others, taking risks, or being dependent on others to be happy? These are just some of the warning signs of an unhealthy relationship. I'm here to tell you that post-traumatic growth is possible after being in a violent relationship. Welcome, Trial Tappers. I'm Hugh Watt. What is a Trial Tapper? People that find hope, resilience, and post-traumatic growth after life's trials and traumas. Our motto is, we tap pain, find a path, and grow stronger. In my second book, Trial Tappers, Harvesting More of Life's Trials and Traumas to Produce Positive Growth, I reference the power of positive and negative relationships. A quick check of your relationship would be to evaluate what I call the 3 T's, or time, talk, and touch. Each of these 3 areas is vital to intimacy and success in a relationship. Now, the first T, positive time together. Second T, positive talk. And third T is positive touch. Now, Gary Chapman has said, love makes requests, not demands. Here's what you don't want to see in your relationship. Negative time. Do you feel like your time outside of this relationship is being controlled? Does your partner demand all of your time and keep you from spending time with others? Do family and friends complain that you don't spend enough time with them or that you don't come around anymore? Does your partner forbid you from spending time outside of their presence? If this is the case, time is being controlled. I now want to evaluate if there's any negative talk in your relationship. Are the tones of your conversations uplifting or demeaning? Does your partner yell, scream, or threaten to hurt you or themselves if you don't do what they say? Do they monitor your conversations with others in person or on the phone or in electronic messaging? Abuse in the form of verbal attacks or control are sometimes more damaging than physical abuse. Now evaluate negative touch. All touch should be kind and gentle. If your touch is more in the form of grabbing, hitting, choking, or forced unwanted intimacy, it is abuse. Do you find yourself hiding your injuries from others? Do you fear physical abuse if you do not do everything perfectly? Worst of all, do you find yourself apologizing after being hit by your partner? And remember, in a positive relationship, time, talk, and touch should be uplifting. If you associate these 3s with fear, unhappiness, and pain, then you need to find others to help you out of the relationship. When I'm working with an individual who recognizes these types of negative relationships and they conclude that they need to cut themselves loose from this partner, I explain to them what I call the trial action path, or the TAP. I will explain that if they want to get out, it will usually get harder before it gets better, and to be emotionally prepared for this struggle. When a relationship ends, loneliness is sure to follow, and it can be frustrating for both family and friends, as the victim often returns repeatedly to the abuser. Sometimes they return due to finances, religious reasons, loneliness, or sometimes missing some twisted excitement from this negative relationship. Anyone choosing to escape an abusive relationship often needs a lot of help from helpful others. The National Domestic Violence Hotline has stated, on average, a woman will leave an abusive relationship 7 times before she leaves for good. Comment below, how many times did it take for you to finally get out of a negative relationship? Years ago, I was certified as a domestic violence counselor in the state of Colorado. I was responsible for treating couples and assessing whether or not they should be able to live with each other after police or court involvement. I would work with each partner individually and then as a couple to help guide them to a decision that would keep each safe. Determining which partner was physically and or emotionally abusive was normally easy. Often, the victims would justify the abuse and accept blame for the destructive actions of their partner. If you are finding value in this video, please like and share with others. Subscribe if you want to get noticed about my next video. Now, back to the video. Not all couples I work with are in a constant state of sadness, and many are committed to the journey, but feel unhappy and just need some guidance. If you find yourself experiencing any feelings of being controlled, such as the ones mentioned here, you need to consider finding help to break away from that person. I want you to know you can get out of an abusive relationship. There is help and post-traumatic growth. It is possible with the help of others. There's a myth that you should never have disagreements in your relationships. Many couples struggle with the typical finances, children, and communication. If you're not in an abusive relationship, but you are unhappy, then you're going to want to watch my next video called Marriage is for the Strong. Helpful tips for couples. As a trial tapper, I tap pain, I find a path, and I grow stronger. See you next time.